Welcome to the night of Thriller and Crime, presented by Goldman's Detective Radio, brings to you an auditory world filled with mystery, mom, and masterful music storytelling. Those whom God have joined together, let no man put down. Is it possible then that we are man and wife in spite of music, Italy? Everything. Valia, uncle, you are married. Music, 'tis a girl. Tonight we are back with another episode on the Lady Detective series, The Law. And The Lady is one of the first detective novels to feature a female protagonist actively solving a mystery. Wilkie Collins, known for his pioneering work in the mystery genre, pushes boundaries by presenting a strong and determined female character who refuses to be confined by societal expectations. Mystery and intrigue await. To hear more from this series, hit the bell icon and don't forget to subscribe. Music. But it is a melancholy little wedding party. Only the one ceremony left now, and duly witnessed. It will be all legal. Shall you sign first? Mr. Woodville, perhaps my wife. Very good, sir, your wife. Yes, here. I'll give you the pen, my dear. Thank you. And there, and I wish you both health and happiness with all my heart. Now the old vicarage will be really enough without why, what's this, Valeria? It is my new name. What, you've forgotten your own already? God bless my soul. Try again, my love, your maiden name. Let's hope you'll never repent, parting with it so readily. Valeria Brinton, that's better now. Mr. Woodville, if you please. An ill start, beginning the model register, bearing the wrong name. Shall we go out, my darling? Yes, so I am a bride, a wife. The days of my ignorance are over, and my innocence. Our wedding, March, but there is no cheering. No sunshine, no flowers strewn in our path, no genial speeches, no bridesmaids, nor fathers, nor mothers' blessing for either of us, but I am alone with my husband, and the love in his eyes at last. It is done 3 days past, delicious. Solitude, exquisite happiness, never to be forgotten and never to be lived over again to the end of our lives. Now there's a ship, and there's Mrs. Woodville just rounding the fall, and a band this habit of perpetually addressing me by name. I find a little overfamiliar in a seaside landlady, or maybe off to the Mediterranean like you and Mr. Woodville. I must say, Mrs. Wood, I would have loved a honeymoon cruise like that, but there you are. I'm a single woman. Oh, not for want of opportunities. I beg you'll understand that. Oh, forgive me, Miss Tomlin, Eustace. You've caught us already hurrying to see you, my love. Well, we were darling the sooner to see you. Dear me, on an open beach, anybody might be looking. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Woodville, there's a lady, my good Lord, hate you here. Who, what use, why, how do you come to be in? Ramsgate, how do you come to be in? England, Mr. and Mrs. Woodville, Eustace. Mother, good morning, his mother. This is the woman who so obstinately, mercilessly opposed our marriage. Do you know who this lady is? I do not think. I recognize the name. Woodville, what mother this lady, this is. Valeria. She is my wife. The first expression of surprise passes from the woman's face, and now replacing it, the most terrible look of mingled anger and contempt. Then, I pity your music. Wife, have you nothing to say to me? Nothing. I did tell you before, my mother was determined upon my marrying another lady, her mortification, disappointment. It is all because I have chosen to love you, Valeria. Why does she pity? Laughter, Eustace. Stop it, you don't see the joke. Oh, I see you are not like yourself. The idea of taking my mother seriously, my darling. You don't know how you amuse me, do I amuse you? Eustace, she pities me, and you clearly want to put me off, to deceive me. Are you acting a part badly, and even before we've been married a week? Valeria, I will not hear it. I am frightened. Eustace, but my mother and you laugh. Oh, for God's sake, my love, the business is between my mother and me. Nothing that need disturb you. The boat is nearly ready. I want to spare you even a moment's pain. You are failing. Then it's our honeymoon. Let us just sail away in any case. It's nothing to anybody now. Eustace, can. I speak to you for a moment, if you please. Where's my husband? You know, Mr. Wood's gone to the harbor, hoping to sail as soon as possible, he said. And now, I do not blame you, Mrs. I be you not to think it. Miss Tomlin, I am a gentlewoman myself. I feel nothing but sympathy with you, however. I have a duty to perform, disagreeable but duty. I'm just returned from Broadstairs. What possible matter? I put it to your common sense. Can a single lady in my position be expected to expose herself to taint? Is this about one? Embrace upon a beach between husband and wife, the public beach. Miss Tomlin, we are on honeymoon. I make my remarks in a sisterly and Christian spirit, but I beg you will know, I receive only the most respectable persons into my house. You will understand. Understand, you wish to give us notice to quit your lodgings. Oh no, not that tone, not those looks. You don't know what a sacrifice I've been making for your sake. Sacrifice, will say, a week's notice for the lodgings. What sacrifice, I as a woman? Oh my poor dear, I have discovered all. What are you talking about? La villain has deceived you. You are no more married than I am. Are you mad? Yes? I begin to think that. I am mad and mad to have devoted myself to an ungrateful woman insulted by her own mother-in-law. I followed her for you. You did. What followed her behind her like a dog? Oh, the disgrace of it. The Christian sacrifice of self you followed. Mrs. Woodville, and that's where you are deceived, my poor dear lady. Your mother-in-law's name is not Woodville, her name is Mallon. Your husband's name is Mallon. There is no Woodville. Yes, your name is not your name. Your husband is not your husband. Ridiculous. You are neither maid nor wife nor widow. You are worse than nothing, madam. And you leave my house are sailing. Master says we may be ready to leave on the next tide, should the wind serve. A mere 4 days ago, everybody could see we were newly wed. To look at us now, nobody would doubt we've been married for years. That wrong name signed in the marriage register has brought us to this till we'll be prime sailing in the Med. I want more time. Eustace, what for? I want time to accustom myself to my right name. I don't understand you, surely you know. I once thought I was Mrs. Woodville. I discover I'm Mrs. Mallon. It takes them getting used to. God's sake, what have you discovered? That is my point. Eustace, that I know nothing, of course, or you would not be here, and if you could just control your curiosity, that is hard. I find my husband has not married me under his own name. I find myself pied as your wife by your own mother do. I not have the right to ask why. Perhaps I'd better tell the sailing master our plans are changed. I am not a child. Eustace, why do you want to keep me in the dark for your own good? I love you. Vala. I will not have you grow to fear me. Why would I ever fear you, my darling? You would. You must believe me. There are things. It is better not to know what things, on my honor, Valeria. As one who loves you, if you go a step further than this, you end all your happiness for the rest of your life. So he speaks. So he leaves me with no choice but to go and see his mother. I know what you have come for. You should spare yourself and spare me. I must be sure, madam, whether I am or not legally married. Oh, child, there can be no doubt of that. For better or worse, you are my son's lawful wife. Whatever name he may bear, it is better for you than mine. As she speaks, her eyes flicker past me a moment. To a photograph, be satisfied with his devotion, my dear. It's more than many a wife receives. That is a very good likeness of Eustace. What? Oh, that, yes. Who is the lady? It is the woman seated, my husband, leaning towards her in the photograph, holding her hand. How could this hard-featured, ugly creature be an object of his admiration? Your question will lead to others. I should not wish to answer. He has sisters. Perhaps it is one of them. No, I really should not answer this question. You were so opposed to our marriage. Is this the woman? Yes, no, then. I hate her for it. She is not your rival. Then who is she? She is not your rival. I will have an answer. Madame, her name is Sarah, she was my son's first wife. Oh, as God is my witness, child, I pity you from the bottom of my heart. I see, I am disappointed. I thought to have married a woman who was superior to her sex's vulgar feelings. Do you mean me or this? What have you been telling her? What she should have known before you married? Good. Got everything. What everything equals there is an end to our married life now, mother. Oh, thank you. Had you told her the truth before? Ma, look at the world around you, mother. The brightest married life has its passing clouds. When? I say to her my first harsh word. What will she think then age of? Sarah's miserable death, that is what she will come to fear for herself. Never, never each. As doubt kills love, you are mixing a domestic hell for us, mother. What miserable death did? Sarah, have you seen Eustace finish it? Tell her that is your duty. Tell me what my first wife died poisoned. Oh, my love, oh. I have never loved you more dearly than at this moment, thank you. Valeria. You could say no less and no more if you had only trusted me before. I would still have. Tell her the rest you have to. Or you could. I was put on trial for her murder. Well, not guilty, of course, since you are manifestly not hanged. You've never heard of the trial. Why do you think she married me? It's not 3 years since all the gossip of the country was of you, and when she found out your true name, I thought she must have known 3 years ago my father was dying in the mountains in Italy. I nursed him, you see, mother. I chose my second bride more carefully than my first. Eustace was tried in Scotland, and he is a free man. His innocence is obvious. There is a third verdict, allowed by our Scotch law, a form of compromise when a jury believes there is an inequality, neither evidence enough to find the prisoner guilty nor to convince of his innocence. Was this the verdict at Eustace's trial? Not proven thee. English newspapers called the Scotch verdict slightingly not guilty, but not innocent. Oh, I understand at last the false name in which you married me, the endless warnings not deprived to your secret. Oh, my poor darling. I beg you to forgive me. Is it possible you doubt my belief in you? The record shows the verdict. The record is wrong. The verdict is wrong. Oh, Valeria, your love for me is new and young, but you will read the printed reports of my trial, and soon the most innocent thing I do will cause you to doubt me. If you are ill, I bring you a cup of tea. You will know they said. I put arsenic in her teeth, and I kiss you. I was accused of deceiving her, watching nurses with a kiss. Could we live together like that? Yes, no, as long as you were ignorant that this happiness was possible for us now. You know, our married life is at an end. Do not treat her like this. Newest, my darling, see it the way the world sees it. You have been most cruel, treated, entrapped into marriage by a man the world suspects still, and of the most cowardly of crimes. But the world is wrong. My poisoned wife stands between us, Valeria. I know my own weakness. I have to submit you. Coward, forgive me. I love you, Valeria, but I freely release you. I don't understand to love a woman and leave her time will change your way of thinking. Annulment of our marriage should prove easy enough. No, useless, forgive me. Valeria, farewell. Music. Does it surprise you that I refuse to give him up, my cruel husband of 5 days? It surprises me. I am ashamed of myself for continuing to love him when I ought to hate him. So he is all wrong, all over, head to foot wrong, and it falls to me to get him right again and get him back, and be weak enough to forgive music him. So may a plain country parson who isn't used to peelers and petticoat be permitted to ask how you mean to prove you're this man's innocence? Well, first I shall finish this record of his trial. Nice reading for a young woman. It'll be a package of nasty French novels next after that. I shall try to form some conclusion as to who really murdered Sarah. Malin, a young woman conceited enough to think she alone can succeed, were the greatest lawyers in. Scotland have failed altogether. Well then, I can put all sorts of questions the great lawyers think that beneath their dignity to ask, and I shall not be discouraged, and I shall prove my husband innocent. There, do you mean to tell me you're going roaming about the country, throwing yourself in the mercy of strangers, a young woman deserted with nobody to protect you, if that's what's worrying you? Uncle, I'm sure you can come along with me. I don't see why we have to make a start in Scotland. Winter sets in early up there, you know the main. Witnesses in Eustace's defense are to be found close to Edinburgh. So what do you believe? Valoria beyond yes. Macallan being innocent. Well, I believe the prosecution was right in one particular. The idea that Sarah Malin was dosing herself with the arsenic and took too much of it by mistake. That smacks of desperation on the poor dead woman's part. On the part of my husband's defense. Counsel then, I refer you back to the prosecution statement that Mr. MacLean bought the poison and killed her with it. He bought it on her instruction. She was dosing herself secretly, little by little, in the hope of improving her complexion. Does that work? A woman would do whatever she must to win her husband's love. She will never understand woman, but not an accidental overdose. No poison is poison. I suppose you have no doubt that she did die of the arsenic. None at all. The doctor's evidence is conclusive then. If not her husband, your husband who poisoned her. Helena, by... Oh no, my dear, there. I think you are mistaken motive, madame, when my husband's diaries were paraded before the court. Oh, those extracts from my son's intimate thoughts were a libel on his character. They were his own writings, a man may lie himself, but I believe he did rash words produced in depression and despair, and they chose the very words deliberately to blackguard Eustace before the jury. You speak from a mother's experience of him. I from her wife's this. Mrs. By, what she like? She's a remarkably attractive person, modest, ladylike. Sarah was jealous of her, and are you not? I know she was my husband's first choice. First, love before she married, before he took. Sarah for his wife took. Sarah for his wife. Your husband has a host of good qualities, child. But his whole conduct toward women is that of a pathetically weak man, that is. Harshwell, where is he now? Do you understand all the motives of that first ill-starred marriage? Ill-starred indeed, and not the only one to my way of thinking when Eustace found he had lost Helena. By to another man he fell ill. He was confined to a sofa many weeks together, and various young ladies of the charity took turns to sit with him. Sarah was one. It became a little more than charity for her, I suppose. Eustace was perfectly innocent of what was going on. Sarah's people became alarmed at her conduct. But their interference made matters worse, and one day Sarah was missed from home and discovered alone in my son's bachelor chambers in London. Oh, that matter must have been talked about in the best manner. The business would have been sad enough had Eustace possessed just a particle of love for her, but no, he had to save her character. Without even that, by the only honorable means, he declared publicly that Sarah had visited him alone as his betrothed wife. Good man, poor, wretched man. My son sacrificed his happiness to a foolish woman's age honor, and then about a year before Sarah's death he heard that his first love had been widowed. The prosecution reveled in his diary entry. I have it by heart. She is free, my beloved. Helena is free, and I am fettered to a woman with whom I have not a single common feeling. Helena is lost to me by my own act, a chivalrous action, noble self-denial. I married on impulse, just as if I might have jumped into water to save a drowning stranger, but she loves me, poor thing, and I can only pity her. She wants my love, but I have no love to give her, and now Helena is free. His pen is his most deadly enemy. I should say nearly did for him at his trial, but on my oath he never in all their married life gave Sarah any less than all his care and absolute consideration. Yeah, you look. I don't know, girl. You look a little nausea. It will pass. I'll ring for some tea, that diary, those passionate expressions of love for his. Helena, he loves me dearly, truly, but he loved her before. I hate her. He's... Helena, so you are going to turn yourself into a court of appeal, force the world to pronounce a just verdict on Eustace. It's a grand thing to be young. Mrs. McCallan, isn't it? You deserve to have married a hero, not my son. I am more than content, and you will achieve your aim by proving Helena Boo a murderess if... Perhaps you could introduce me, if you please, to that particular old friend of your son who witnessed in his defense. Whom do you mean? I wish to talk to Mr. Dexter. Oh, the last person any young woman ought to associate herself with is Mamus. Dexter. Ah, I have reason to think. Mr. Dexter's advice may be of real assistance to me. Are you out of your senses, girl? I am not, indeed. Mr. Dexter was my husband's oldest and closest friend. He claimed, why else would he then be a house guest at Gleninch? Your project is a mad one. I shall be the judge of that. I can't allow you to go there by yourself. I shall have my uncle with me. No, he won't be enough. Yeah, he was a champion boxer in my youth. You well may. I venture to ask madam what would be in. I will be going with you, to be sure you obstinate. Hi, I can be headstrong as you when. I like yes put on your bonnet now, but just in a mad project, appropriate enough to consult a madman, so the sooner this is over, the better. I shall be pleased about it. I should have been glad of that tea. The whole place is practically tumbling down about our ears, and he calls it a palace, does he? Dexter says this wreck is a standing monument of the picturesque and beautiful, and his man as a hat. I suppose we have to announce ourselves. He keeps no servants. Let us knock then, who diss me. You do so much the pea of yore. Live is this the species of gentleman you expect me to meet? Valeria, follow me. I vow you my imagination is vision of her, and themselves before me. I reanimated myself, great departed. Spirit, do not in upon me, Gorel and Rag, and you are as welcome as any. She devil children come to mock at me. Have you nothing of the sort? I am your old friend. Mrs. Malin, my two unnatural daughters are here, and High or Cur, Dr. Elias, Stark with her, sir, Clerk in holy orders, Mr. Dexter. I have brought this lady to meet you. She is Eustace Malon's second wife. Oh, God, it's as if she'd shot him his wife. Oh, pity, PPP. This is the man in whose assistance I have so confidently placed my trust. If you take my advice, niece, we should replace him in his chair and go now at once. No, bring E.S. Malon's second wife to me. I have a gentleman. I must apologize to her. The fit is over, is it? I'm sorry. Mrs. Eustace McCallan, if I have caused you distress, some people think I'm a little mad at times you came. I suppose at one of those times, if some people are right, that is, permit me to help you up, sir. I'm a very tender-hearted man, Mrs. Eustace McCallan. Horrible trial, sudden reminders of that past can sometimes throw me back, unutterable nervous suffering. My thanks. Reverend sir, accept my excuses. I am a miserable wretch. I invite you to pity me. I do accept your apology, Mr. Dexter. Mama, Malin, what is the Christian name of your son's second wife? Why do you want to know? I can't address her as Mrs. Eustace. It recalls the other one. Who are you talking about? Sarah. McCaldon, if I am reminded my fortitude will give way, I shall bust out screaming. My name is Valeria. Roman name. I like it. My own has such a ring to it, Mimus. Dexter, my bodily build, would equally have been. Roman had. I've been born with legs, no matter. I shall call you Mrs. Valeria. Unless you disapprove, far from it, hold the lamp close. Malin, what do you see? Mrs. Valeria, a bright, intelligent face, light chestnut hair and a beard, lustrous, waving blue eyes, large as a woman's, clear as a child's do. I frighten you, certainly not. Mr. Dexter, Mama. Malin, do you see nothing here of that poor... Marty, not an angel are you comparing me with? Sarah, what figure was that ever more beautiful than hers? This is not seamless her. What a life was hers, and what a death. What a death when you are ready. Valeria, I think. I am nobody, didn't you her? True. Value save me, tell me her. True. Value, what interest can you have in a dead woman you never knew? We should not keep the horses waiting much longer in this bleak place. Zaif, Valeria. You have ideas of your own about it. Hello, Sarah McAllen's death. You have that motive in coming here to see me. I have pledged my life to prove my husband's innocence. No. I have not courage enough tonight to open the grave. Oh, come, you've seen him, and he's made a good show of himself. More of this will only become tiresome. Valeria, don't come away, but I die to hear you. Perhaps tomorrow dine with me. Tet. A-E-T. Until then, away with it. The two exciting subjects. What are you looking at? Valeria, not much of a view for an hour's drive. I must say nothing more remarkable than the dust. Heap in England, we'd have all that carted away out of sight tidy. England, but then... I suppose there's no good reason to hide it away. Here, Glennon has been deserted 3 years and more after all. Mrs. Malin is right. That house is unhappy. Well, unhappy things happened here. I'll allow it keeps the secret of Sarah's death. Uncle, it holds the antidote to the poison. It's waiting. Everything here is waiting. Waiting for the new mistress to set it to right you. Valia. I know. I'll have done with Glennon when I leave it today. Don't be too sure of that. I'll tell you, time has its surprises waiting for all of us. You have me alone and quite at your mercy. Dear Mrs. Valeria, Emma at the stake poke the fire. You are one of my husband's oldest friends. Mr. Dex, the oldest and the best were, for he alone took pity on me even as a boy. I would walk the earth for him could. I woke you, were his house guest at Glinch. We were inseparable, both of us. I have to ask you, do you believe? Eustace. Poisoned. Sarah. I have to ask you, how do you think she died by the hand of a poisoner? Helena. By... Helena, by... Oh, I have lived long enough. At last, I have discovered one other, soul who sees as plain as... What are your ideas? My ideas, do you suspect? There isn't a shadow of a doubt. Have you not ever told anyone else of your certainty? Yes, there is no evidence, but you were there. Surely you might have found such evidence. Mrs. Valeria, how is a man tied to this chair to search out evidence, and how can you possibly be so certain? Moral certainty can. I describe her cunning. Mrs. Bohr, boo, oh, I myself am positively cunning. The devil is comparatively, but Helena Bewley is superlatively cunning, she wrote to Eustace, informing him that she would be in Edinburgh. Cunning, obliging him to invite her too. Glen Inch, my theory is that with her husband dead, guess who can say she had no hand in that she needed but to move the obstacle preventing her from being Eustace's wife. Mind that, and listen now for the excel in narrative dramatic scene. Glen Inch. Dexter discovered in his room. He reads. The time is 2:30 the morning silent. He hears a sound as of a handle turning. All doors are locked. Safe. Mrs. Boo's room. He listens. Voices. Helena and... Maid, take care. My mom says, the girl that crippled mine is sly as a... Forks, we must end. This says, Helena, no more. I cannot bear his pain another day. This is the very morning. Sarah took so ill the very day she died by poison, yes, on the day. Helena, by left Glennon did. I not tell you how she was cunning, but what you heard. may merely have been that intention to go, and for the best of reasons that she did not want. Eustace did to suffer for her presence, knowing he loved her still. Oh, then what are you to do next? Helena. Boy is innocent, her maid is innocent. Eustace is innocent. Who else can you suspect? You said the doors were locked against me then, but have. I poisoned her, the sailor who was all goodness, all kindness that. Saint upon earth does anybody accuse me? I loved her, I adored her, I have never been the same man since her death. I've wept over her all through the horrible night after she died. I was there taking my last leave of the frail remains of the angel. I loved my Sarah. I kissed her cold lips for the first and last time, but Mr. Dexter, the doctors, had locked up her room, and as she thought to have all the doors against me the night before and now. I know love laughs at locksmiths, Mrs. Valeria. I had her key, oh. God, the room comes back to me, her. There the face rises in my mind, where did? I leave off my story. You said you had a key. No, you're wrong key nonsense. I never said that you have the key too. Sarah Mallon's room, that's it. I was telling you what the maid said to the mistress you could get into. Sarah's room whenever you like. It was the letter. The maid said the letter. Oh, my heart, every word in it. A dear you loved. Sarah Mallon, didn't you? The mistress said. Show him the letter. You must do it. You saw how she loved. Eustace. The maid said, no shan't, it would break his heart too. Stuff nonsense. You knew she was taking arsenic, trying to make herself bitter looking for him. Let him suffer. Let the worst come to the worst. Did you give Sarah the poison? The maid says, no, the mistress out positive. The diary will hang him. I won't have him hanged. But it doesn't matter. We can get him off anyway. The Dexter's a master of defense. Weekend did you kill? Zara, so no one else could have her. I have the letter, you scandalous. How dare you touch my chair? My chair, it's me. How dare you touch me? The mistress says there is no mistress, no maid. Mr. Dexter, it is you killed. Sarah. Mellon, we got him off, not proven for what other later. Now dare it out, burn it. There's no fire in the grate, no matches in those books. How way old. Topsy turvy servants, all gone, tear it up, then pieces, shake it down into the dust. Heap with the waste. Paper, throw it away, paper. Gone, forever. Sarah, gone forever. Oh, Sarah, Sarah, Sarah. God forever. God, his eyes look blindly. His lips a senseless, changeless grin. Mute, vacant night has come, and it has taken his music mind. The doctors say he is in a state of absolute imbecility. There's no hope for him, there never was, and we can be sure of nothing until we find this letter. A madman's ravings, a murderer's ravings, he can never stand trial, you know. I entirely fail to understand why you're wasting good money here having a dust. Mountains sifted for fragments which probably don't exist. The strain is showing in you. So, Valeria, it's true. I cannot eat those sickness. It has been like this nearly a month on and off. Oh, my poor innocent child, is it possible you don't know you to be a mother? Valeria. Valeria, they have found it. Dexter's letter, the very same thing buried in the dust. He, just as Valeria said it would be. Show it to me. It's a little burnt in places from hot ash and tone, but you can hold the bits together like a puzzle, see. Applause. Oh my good Lord, what can you see this is from? Sarah Red Glennon, October the 20th, 1870. My most dear husband, forgive me. I am a jealous, unhappy creature, always fearing another woman has got my place in your heart. Well, now, I know. Tell Mr. Dexter. Your oldest, falsest friend has been practicing upon my weakness, he said. He could prove your love to me. He has the keys to your room and your desk. What other keys he may have? I can only guess and fear my door is locked against him. I have struggled, but I could not bear the unknowing. I have read your diary, at last. I know what you really think of me and what you feel for Helen. ABI, be it so. I will not stand in your way, my love. There is no sacrifice on my part, no merit. I know the man. I love with all my heart and soul shrinks from me whenever I touch him. I have the means of death close at hand. I was taking it only now do. I know how much in vain to make myself look better and more lovable in your eyes. It will not fail to relieve you of your ugly wife. Sarah. Malin, poor son, most diabolically practiced upon your quest is ended. They are in your hand you hold, the triumphant proof of innocence. It is not quite the end. Well, surely you must use it to make public. Vindication of your husband would that be? Mercy to him or to the memory of his wife, whom even misery must. Dexter sought to protect the monster destroyed her. Sarah's own fears destroyed her, and Dexter's unmanly, crippled love but true devotion. It shows in his attempt to preserve her reputation by destroying her letter. This letter, he did it to protect himself, all his duplicity revealed in it. And all his love and all uses is failing in love. Bring your husband here, summon him at once. Would that not just be to hurt him? Well, has he not hurt you? Your duty as a wife demands you prove his innocence, not to mention this quest in which you've dragged me half across the country. I am well aware of my duty, uncle, but no, I will wait. Why? Valeria, in God's name. I have said, I will wait. You are both so beautiful. Let me once more ask you to forgive what? I said what? I did before. You ask it every day, and I forgive you every day. Have you got the letter here? Yes, still sealed up. Oh, don't talk of reading it, my darling. Spare yourself the pain. I'm not thinking of myself. I can leave the letter sealed, give up the vindication of my innocence in my own lifetime, and if I do, Valeria, would you say I should be acting with mercy and tenderness towards my dead wife? There cannot be the shadow of doubt. Eustace, I should make some little atonement for the suffering I thoughtlessly caused her. Yes, and shall that please you, oh my darling? You will enchant me. Where is the letter? Here in your son's hand. Then let it stay there, unopened, unread. I will leave my innocence to music, him. Thank you for tuning into Detective Radio. We bring you new episode of Mystery Suspense and thriller stories every week. To keep getting our updates, give us a like, unsubscribe, and hit the notification bell for those looking to lend a little extra support. Follow the link in the description. Good night. Stay alert until the next crime.